Hey owners, grab your cups. It's time for Transformational Tuesday on the Own Your Now Show. Lady-O, let's go.
We're transforming.
Unstoppable.
Say I am unstoppable. Let me hear you say I am unstoppable. And let the horns play. Hey. Oh yeah. I heard that I would fail. Then I heard you won't prevail. Then I heard all the things that I can't do. And then your strength.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. It's time for the Own Your Now Show. So come on in and tell a friend. It's time for us to get today started. I am your host, Tracy Berry McGee, also known as Divine T.
And I am your co-host, Yolanda Langford, and they call me Lady Yo.
Lady-O, Lady-O, Lady-O.
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning on this Transformational Tuesday. How are you?
Good morning. I am well.
Well, you should be. You should be.
I am well. How about yourself?
I'm doing pretty good. You know, it's the fall. I'm embracing it all. Tell me what you're sipping on. What's in your cup?
Well, today, first I want to say today is sponsored by the Conley Financial Group, where they offer holistic insurance solutions for your business and personal benefit challenges. And I am sipping on some Dunkin' Donut coffee.
Oh wow. Okay now. Is that the one with the coconut? It's kind of like a little coconut flavor.
No, this is not the one with the coconut, but it is just plain Dunkin' Donut. Now, you know, we think
Right.
about donuts. The coffee doesn't taste like donuts.
No, it doesn't. But you wish that it did. Just like a hint of
Just a
little donut
little
flavor.
hint of donut flavor. Maybe that's something they can think about. How about yourself? What are you sipping on?
Well, you know, every single day, y'all know, my coffee doesn't change. I'm drinking it black. Black coffee, no sugar, no cream. It's the way that I like it. And it keeps me strong and healthy. And every so often, though, I do want to go back to just a little bit of flavor. So over the fall, I think I'm going to try some hazelnuts, some pumpkin spice. I might try some.
But remember, the trainer we had on said that if you sip on strictly black coffee in the morning, that it gets some things going in your system. So you're doing the right thing.
I'm trying.
You don't have to
I'm
change.
trying.
You don't have to change for me.
Well, that's the key. Everybody needs to be themselves. And so, but yours looks so good. And you do have a little bit of cream, don't you?
Just a little bit of cream.
Yeah.
No sugar.
No sugar, no sugar. Well, you know, today is Transformational Tuesday. We're excited about all things transformational, especially when it comes to being our best self. You know, we have Rhonda Robinson on today.
And she is going to talk about her book, and it deals with being your best self.
Yes, she does. And I'm so excited because I'm going to get my journal and I'm going to take lots of notes.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
She has, I think it's 9 tips. So get your journal so you can write down all her tips.
Yes. When we return, get ready for our Own Your Now cup of affirmation and our Own Your Now motivational moment of the day. You know it's sponsored by Fraser Automotive. The Conley Financial Group and Branch Benefits Consultants, offering the holistic approach to all of your professional and personal insurance and retirement needs. We're changing the world one policy at a time. It's all about the journey. Life's curves, hitting the road fast or slow. Celebrations, anniversaries, and birthdays. Everything in life is about moving forward. Whatever direction you choose to go far, go in style. New or used, go with Fraser Automotive.
I am Rhonda Robinson, author of Finding Your Best Self. So keep watching the On Your Now show at the TV network.
So now it's time for our Own Your Now cup of affirmation word for the day. Today's word is manifest. Grab your journal and put in the word manifestation. Simply put, manifestation is to bring something into your life through your thoughts, through your attraction and your belief. The power of manifestation, it allows you to harness the life that you desire. Subconsciously, you envision and you turn it into a reality. I always say you can make your dreams a reality if you believe.
Absolutely.
So if you think it, you feel it. You have faith in it, and with intent and positivity, it will become. So grab your journals and write down these tips. Whatever you love, do it. Practice, practice, practice. That's the law of attraction. Write those goals down, practice breathing, meditation. We do all of that. Staying physically active. And tell everybody you know, even strangers, when you intend to accomplish something. But most importantly, tell yourself. That's everything. You've got to tell yourself. So say it with me, Lady O. Manifestation begins with me. That's it, y'all. And you know what? You got to start manifesting. Say that again. Manifesting. You got to start manifesting by doing what, Lady O?
Just being your best self.
That's it, y'all. You got to be your best self. So let's take an Own Your Now motivational moment for our song of the day, Best Self by Lady Bree. Everybody start with taking a deep breath in. Now let it go. Again, deep breath in. Now let it go. And we're going to start by lifting our left arms up slowly, y'all. Raise those arms if you can. If you can't, just go halfway. Manifest it. Stretch it up to the sky.
You have to think it and believe it.
Think it and believe it. All right, now we'll do our right arm. Slowly. Reach to the sky.
You know that self-talk, that self-love is everything.
It's everything.
It's everything.
And now we're going to center ourselves. Center yourself. Take both arms up. Center yourself. Bring it down really close to your heart so you can feel your heart. And then, you know, we always say, reach out to our strong friends.
Yes.
Reach out, y'all. Reach out. Lady O says, call them. Call them as well, right?
That's right. That's right. You know, people need to hear your voice these days.
Yes.
It's nice to hear.
Like, hello.
I love hearing your
All right,
voice
and then
too.
you come in and hug yourself. Hug yourself tight. Doesn't that feel good?
Oh, yes.
Collectively take one more deep breath in and release. Yes. I needed that.
I needed it too, but let me tell you something. That word manifest is big. Manifest your biggest dreams to make them a reality.
Yes, yes. You know, I say tell everyone, but sometimes you got to keep those manifestations to yourself. Sometimes. But if you know that you know it's going to happen, let it go. Just make it a whole vibe. Make it a whole vibe. Speaking of a vibe, do we have some vibrant vibes and exclusives and birthday shout outs, Lady O?
You know we have us some vibrant vibes today, but first, today's show is sponsored by McKinney Group Wealth Management. And let me tell you whose birthday it is. We want to say happy birthday going out to Ashanti.
Ashanti. I love me some Ashanti. Y'all know she is my girl. I love her music and the way that she kind of like does that little twist when she's singing and everything like that.
Oh, yes. And you know, also it is Tisha Campbell's birthday.
Tisha Campbell Martin. So I know that everybody loves Martin.
Yes.
I actually watch it every night. And people used to say back in the day, I look a little bit like Tisha Campbell.
Okay. But I do know it's someone else's birthday that's very special to you.
Yes, it is.
Happy birthday, Arthur Berry.
It's my daddy. My daddy. Happy birthday, Dad. I know that you're just having a good time celebrating, and you know what? We'll always celebrate you on October the 13th because it's your birthday. It's your birthday.
Well, I'm thankful for him because now I have you in my life. So
all of us Berry
thank
sisters.
you so much, Barry, Mr. Barry. I call
Yes,
him Barry like
Barry.
someone calls you Barry.
Yes.
Well, you know, our vibrant vibe goes out to Michelle Robinson. She is celebrating 3 years with her nail polish, Demi Blue. Congratulations, that is big. We are so proud of you. And it is National Stop Bullying Day.
Yes, it is. And you know, I'm an advocate for stopping the bullying. I always make sure that people know that hurt people.
Yes.
And, you know, positivity breeds positivity. And so we got to make sure that we let our kids know that as well as adults, because adults can be bullies as well.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, there is so much shaming that people do unnecessarily. It is unnecessary to shame someone. So yes, stop the bullying all the way around. And remember, our kids are watching us.
Yes, they are. And when we return, guess what? We will have another great guest. We will have the author, Rhonda Robinson. You all get ready because we're going to sow some seeds into ourselves.
Absolutely.
As promised, we have author Rhonda Robinson. Welcome. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Thank you. Good morning.
How are you doing today, ma'am?
I am great. I am great.
Well, you look great, and we're so happy to have you because you're talking about one of our favorite subjects, being your best self.
That's right. That's right.
So before we get started, tell me what's in your cup.
I've got black coffee.
Black coffee.
Black coffee gets you started, huh? You're like Tracy.
Yes, I always say black coffee, no sugar, no cream.
There you go.
Yes, it keeps us strong. It really does. You know, speaking of keeping us strong, I love reading. I'm an author as well as a therapist. And so when I saw that we were having you on, I'm like, yes, finding your best self. Tell us, what made you write about this topic?
Well, dealing with my son's death. Our youngest son was actually murdered back in 2018. And the fruit of the spirits was something that I was dealing with because there's 9 fruit of the spirits, and one of them is patience, one is forgiveness, one is kindness, one is gentleness. So I had to, since it was a murder, you know, you go through a lot of emotions, and I had to just find myself because I didn't want to be angry, you know, forever. Because I was angry for a while.
Oh, say that again. She said she didn't want to be angry forever because you were angry for a while.
Yeah, and that's one of the stages of grief. You know, you go through every stage, but anger is definitely one of them because you question why my son.
And I did. I questioned God. Oh my goodness, I questioned God, and I think just recently I stopped questioning Him. You know, maybe the last 6 months, because I know He doesn't fail. And every there's a purpose behind every one of us.
Yes, it is.
And we are not promised today. We're not promised tomorrow, and we all have a time span.
Yes, we do.
So it was, unfortunately, it was Breon's time. It was Breon's time. We didn't like the way it happened, but at the end of the day, it was Breon's time.
Now, you talk about fruits. Now, and when I think of fruit, because I'm a farmer's daughter, I think about how you pick fruit from the tree and you try to get the ripest fruit. So when you were picking the 9 subject matters, the patience stuck out for me. Talk to us about the fruit of patience.
So patience was definitely there, especially dealing with the police department, dealing with the detectives, you know, because you want things to happen now, like that. And they have to put all of their ducks in a row, cross all of their T's, dot all of their I's. They just have to have everything in check. And patience was it, because you get to the point, especially when you're dealing with something like that, you want it to be closed. You want
you want the solution. You want it solved.
Exactly. So you definitely have to have patience, and we definitely
Yeah, to go
got
through that
patience from
process.
there. Yeah.
You know, when you think about grief, and I've, we all have experienced it, and I want to talk about patience in regards to people feeling like, when are you going to get over this? Like, okay, it's been this amount of time. It takes time for you to really sit with the fact that your loved one is gone. When you said, I want to write this book, I know that didn't happen overnight. That took some patience and some time. Yeah. When did it click for you that God is telling me to manifest, that was my word for today, that I need to write this book, not just so I can heal, but so that others can heal as well?
So the book came about because I had to do exhortation at church on self-control. And self-control is one of the fruit of the spirits. So I did the exhortation. As I was coming out of the pulpit, I fell. And I broke my foot and fractured my ankle.
Oh, no.
So that put me at home for, a week. And I said, well, let me just dive into self-control a little bit more. And before I knew it, I did my research on it, and I was in the rest of the spirit. So that's how I actually got to that, which was very interesting because I've always wanted to write a book, but every time I thought about writing a book, it was always not the right kind of book.
And you probably had other things to do. You know, when you think about writing, and you said the perfect thing, you had to sit down for a week. And that kind of happened with people during this pandemic. You know, we are so busy moving and grooving, and I don't have time to do this, I don't have time to do that. And look at us, we found time to create a whole television show. So
and I
understand.
You know, when she says that, I think about the fact that I don't think we found time. I think time found us.
Oh,
we literally sat in grief. You know, I was grieving. We were grieving the fact we couldn't move. The pandemic hit. There was a lot of trauma that occurred, but it allowed us to really sit with ourselves to find our best selves. I want to know the title, Finding Your Best Self. When you said this is the title, why was it Finding Your Best Self?
Well, actually, I have to give some of the props to my publisher because we went through it together. Because I told her my story, and then she said, well, you know what, Rhonda, I think you're looking for something.
Okay.
And you're looking to better yourself. So I think finding your best self will be good for you. And I said, well, what about other people?
Yes.
What about other people? And she said, well, it'll all play in, it'll go in, it'll fit just fine. So finding your best self will be perfect because nowadays people are really trying to dig into who they really are.
Absolutely, because we have time. What do you want the readers to receive?
Yes.
I really want them to receive that it's more than just their outer appearance. That there's so much more in the inside. You know, you see this flesh, but in between, you know, we got these organs and things going on, but deep down inside, it's some stuff in there.
Yes, it
and
is.
it's some good stuff in there.
And
we don't necessarily tap into it. And in the book, that's what I want people to do, to just tap into their inner self and just find out who they are. Then once they find out who they are, then guess what? It's easy for us to be pretty and kind to each other. So all of that good stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, we always talk about being your best self means you being your best self, not you being someone else. I'm looking through here and I'm seeing the spirit of joy. We always talk about joy. You say, what is joy? What is happiness? Joy is a feeling of great pleasure and happiness. And it also talks about joy is referred to is deeper than mere happiness.
Yes.
It is rooted in God and it comes from Him. And when you think about that, you know, so many people say, I just want to be happy. But that joy is an inside feeling.
And let's say this, there's a difference between happiness and joy. There is a difference between happiness and joy.
It is, and it took me a while, and to be just very honest, I think we use words and we don't really know what they mean. And until I actually started, you know, researching and looking up different definitions of words, and I said, you know what, it is a difference between joy and happiness, because happiness, it only lasts for a minute.
Say it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes.
It lasts for a minute. You know, say for instance, there is a birthday party and you got to blow out the candles. Well, guess what? You're happy then. But after the birthday party, it's done.
Yes.
But the joy the joy continues. It's like a bubbling in you, and it just is there. It's a feeling that you get that's just so deep down that it shows. You know how sometimes they say, "Oh, well, I see this glow on you." Yes. It's joy.
I was just going to say that I know it took a minute to get to this space. Oftentimes, you know, as a therapist, I talk to so many different moms, and a lot of them feel guilty about when they lose a son or a daughter, a child, about living their best selves. They feel guilty about moving forward, as if, you know, they're forgetting about that child. Tell mothers that are grieving, how did you get forward? How did you move forward?
It took me a while, and I'm still there. I am still there.
Yeah.
But I know I still have to live.
Yes.
I still have to live.
That's key.
I still have to live.
And you know, your loved ones, you know, they want us. My mother is deceased and my brother is deceased, and those were my biggest cheerleaders, you know. Yeah. And when they passed, it kind of was hard for me to harness what they were giving me, but I had to realize they planted that seed inside of me, and they want me to live my best self, live my best life. And you don't forget that every single day we think about them, but think about it in a positive way. Don't let the what happened be who they are.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And that's the key to it, because I know that Breon was so full of energy. There ain't no way that boy would want me waddling in tears all day. You know, he just, that was not him. You know, he'd be like, "Mom, get up, Mom." You know.
Yes.
So, but then I have 2 other sons also, and of course I have a husband and grandchildren. So I had to come out of it, at least for them, if not for me, for them.
Yes.
So, and I had somebody ask me once, well, she didn't ask me, she told me, she said, "I thought you got over it."
Oh, wow.
And I told her, I said, "I'll never get over it." Here's the thing. You just don't know what I go through to get to where you are.
Yes.
You just don't know.
Yes.
And everyone's road is different.
I was about to say
Everyone's
that.
road is different. But I will tell you, I'm proud of you.
Yes,
you.
I'm thankful that you have given us all a tool.
Yes.
And you know, thank you to your son for pouring his love into you so that you had enough to pour out, even in the tragedy.
Yes.
He said he was going to be a legend, and I'm like, okay. I didn't know you was going to use me.
Right,
Yes.
there you go.
You never know. You never know. But
Yeah.
you know what? God has a plan, and God has a plan for us all. I think that this book really does allow us all to be our best selves and to walk in our purpose. And so, yes, we do. We thank you for that. Tell us, what is your affirmation word for the day? I'm looking at all of these. We could choose any one of them.
Any of the chapters.
But what is your affirmation word for today?
It's ironic. It's not even in the book.
Okay.
It's not in the book. It's beautiful.
Beautiful.
It's beautiful. And I had another word, but then last night, just all, you know, it was beautiful. And I chose beautiful because we're all beautiful.
Yes.
Yes, we
Even
are.
on our worst days, we're all beautiful. And we're not just beautiful on the outside, we are beautiful on the inside.
Yes.
And when we demonstrate our beauty on the inside, it comes out.
Yes, it
And
does.
when God made us, he said he made something good.
Yes.
He was very pleased with what he did. And he said, "You all are wonderful and you all are beautifully made."
Oh, I'm getting chills.
Yes,
you know,
indeed.
I have a tattoo on my arm, Psalms 139:14. Wow. We are fearfully and wonderfully made. And today, you made our day. That's what Transformational Tuesday is all about. We thank you. I definitely, everybody needs to find your book. Tell everybody, where can they find your book?
So they can actually go to my website, and it's definitely on there, and also Amazon, and it's
Barnes and Noble also. I saw it
Barnes and
there.
Noble.
Yes.
Yep, it's on Barnes and Noble. It's in Barnes and Nobles also. So it's worldwide. So anybody, anywhere can actually order my book.
That is
great.
fantastic.
That's great.
Go get it.
So we just thank you. We thank Rhonda. This is Rhonda, y'all, for sharing her wisdom. Go and get your copy of Finding Your Best Self. And when we return, get ready for the Own Your Now flow.
We believe that beauty on the outside is a direct reflection of what you feel on the inside, so we provide a therapeutic session aesthetically and mentally through conversation, makeup, hair, and clothing stylist services, followed by an amazing photography session that will leave you with the confidence and self-esteem that has been there all along. Book your session with us today at renaissancetjs.com.
So now it's time for the Own Your Now flow. The Own Your Now show is being sponsored by the Conley Financial Group. Special shout out today to our guest, Rhonda Robinson. She was absolutely amazing.
Amazing. Taught us some more about living our best life.
Yes, and we will. We will continue to do that. Tell me, Lady Yo, what is your affirmation word for today?
Dream.
Oh, yes.
You know, you talked about manifesting, but you have to dream. You have to kind of think about what you want it to look like, how you want it to feel, who you want to be, and then you can manifest it. So, girl, dream and live in color.
Dream and live in color. So, you all, this is what it looks like when you make your life beautiful. Make sure that you manifest all the things that you want in life so you can be your best self. And make sure when you do that, you understand that life can keep going, but we're going to keep flowing. Until next time, make sure that you keep your cup full.
Go out and create some vibrant vibes. Keep sipping peace, love, and positivity.
And remember, tomorrow isn't promised, so make sure that you own your now.
I heard that I would fail. Then I heard you won't prevail. Then I heard all the things that I can't do. And then your strength arose in me.
Dad,
Just 1 minute, okay?
hey Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
I tell my son I love you every single day.